Greetings and welcome to episode 74 of my Empire Total War Darth mod Great Britain campaign. And this, my friends, how we left it last time, where we have ourselves now, we've carved out quite an empire here now within Western Europe, and indeed, dare we say, even pushing upon the border of Eastern Europe here. We've taken Dresden, the sort of long finger here of our empire sort of stretches all the way into Silesia here in Prague, Berlin. So we're moving ever so close here to the sort of east, but we're just this is Central Europe still, so we've just got that sort of this sort of bastion here, but we really do need to get the defences up here. We need to get this army back up to full strength. As you can see, a wonderful army, but has taken an absolute hammering there to try and take Dresden. We have to try and take Dresden here and hold it against the odds, but as you can see here, we've got a real... I think we might lower the taxes just slightly here as well. I know that'll probably hit our general fib, but we want that growth to be... Yeah, still got growth pretty low here, but growth is here, but growing here, but not in Dresden at the moment. That's because, as you can see, we're definitely going to have a rebellion without even if we exempt taxes here, we're going to have a rebellion. So we'll take that rebellion as it comes. We've taken Hanover as well, secured this now with the wonderful army here, but we are going to complete these armies that have taken liberty. We did lose 2 regiments here, as you can see. We've already got 2 lined up to replace them. And again, now Poland is hostile towards us. So we've got this army here, very powerful army here as well, under General Brian Futcher. We've also got this general here, General Backwolf Gamer here. A wonderful army here, really defending Strasbourg here. The first thing I think the Poles will do is probably hit Strasbourg. We've also got a very powerful group here, which we don't have a general for yet, so that position is open. We've got to fill all these armies, make sure they've absolutely full. I mean, look at that for an army there. We don't have a general in here, which is a bit disconcerting here, so we might remove this militia, not eliminate the militia, move the militia, and probably put it into this army here, and then have a general here to sort of lead this wonderful defensive force. This army really is a high defensive force here. I know that moving one of these guns would probably hurt us, but nice militia. We'd have 3 guns, plenty of line infantry here to hold those walls around Amsterdam. But remember, we had a huge fight here. The Spanish moved in here against the starport here, trying to take Lille here from us. But look at that, we gave them an absolute sound thrashing here. That was a full army. However, they do have 3 other armies within our territory. This army here in Loire, as you can see here, very powerful force. Another powerful force here as well in Bordeaux. However, the absolute creme de la creme here is Spanish fighting forces in terms of where it is in our territory is here. Look at that. That is an absolute huge force here they've got here, and that's a fine general as well leading them. So, you know, Marseille has been blockaded. Unfortunately, we've lost that income at the moment from there, but we shall be moving on to that. We've got to repair this as well for definite, this steam engine factory. We are going to be sending down, we've got these 2 armies here that are involved in that fighting, as you can see. This general here, so we're going to move down, we're going to deal with these forces. We're going to send this army here under General Bischmaeten, under General Bisch here, moving down towards Marseille to rid ourselves of this army here. And we're also going to send General Elizabeth Ernock to deal with this army here in Loire. So what we'll do, we'll just send them to Orleans for the moment. So we've got that backup here, that protection here, just in case this army moves up to join them. We don't want to get sort of isolated here. And we should also wait for the general to be ready here, and then we're going to move down through the Paris road here, and we're going to retake Marseille. We are not going to allow them to re-hit us hard here. Of course, we've got this army then, it's replenishing. Look at that, that took an absolute hammering here, even though they're the finest troops we have available to us. This army here, again, doesn't have a general. So again, the position is open for promotion. One of our finest armies here gave this Spanish force a real beating there, a real bloody nose there. So they know now what they're up against. This force here is going to remain in Lille, just to guard the coastline here, just in case the Spanish try and land a force, which they did, and try and move against Paris or even move further afield. They've got this navy here, which we can probably deal with. However, the concern is more about Poland. Look at their mustering and bringing the force. There's a look at the fleet they've got here. A little bit disconcerting here. We've got a very powerful group naval group here ourselves, and here in the English Channel. And here we're building another force here as well, steadily and slowly building that force. Yes, we've got 3 more ships, sloops of war, and a heavy first rate as well. We've also got Edinburgh lockdown, which we did need to do. We didn't that before. We paid the price for that. Also, London is definitely locked down without a shadow. Look at that. That isn't a force to hold off a siege. I don't know what is. We could probably complete this force here. The only problem we've got the weak link here is Ireland, but we could probably move a force into Ireland if needs be. But we've got to hold here against Spain. If Poland move against us, we might have to evacuate Dresden, or even give Dresden to the Poles for peace. We can then pull back to the border here along Hanover. I think that's all we can do. Look at this. Our research is almost complete, which is good to see. We've only got a few more things left to do, and then we can, in fact, we could probably start converting some of these to more practical use. Percussion shell will give us the rifleman's scout breech loaders, which we might get a few of those. We've got everything we can possibly get here. We're also getting secular humanism. So I think this can be converted. We do have Egypt here under our control as well. Look at that. But this force is going to be moved out. We're not going to keep this force here. There's no point in doing that. And although we're at peace with Russia here, we're not going to keep this force here indefinitely. It's needed elsewhere. Could move it to Moira, but there's not Patras. But we're going to move it to here. We are besieging Naples. We're taking the fight to Spain here, in the underbelly here, there. So what we're going to do is we're going to move this army out onto the ship, and we're going to join. And they're going to join the battle here in Naples. This army is going to support this force here in Naples. So we're going to start really hitting them hard here. We can probably then go for Rome as well once we've taken Naples here. We're going to move as a coherent force. I know we could probably go for Rome here, but what we'll probably do is we're going to strike. We're going to hit hard. We don't know what's here. See, they could have a massive fleet of force around here. As you can see, we can't see there yet. So we're going to hit them with a combined force here. If they can attack us, we shall do so likewise. This is an excellent force here. They'll guard Cairo. We could probably convert this into a trade node, to be honest with you. Now, many of the council were saying we need to start trading because the United States has now arisen. As you can see here, it really has arisen with great aplomb here. So we are going to try and befriend the United States here. Now let's request trade. Excellent. So now we've got trade with the United States. That's a wonder. We're going to let them build up here a little bit. I wonder if we can just help them along here. They haven't got any technology. We're going to help the United States here. We're going to make sure the United States stays upon our side here. And what we will do is we'll help them with some socket bayonets here. We'll try and sell them some stuff here if we can. A plug bayonet as well. What else can we give them here? And fire by rank is always. Let's see if we can. We'll demand 2,000 from them just for that. I know it's not much, but we're just going to try and, be friendly. They reach out that friendly, hostile towards the United States, but we're going to try and overcome that. But what we'll do, we'll just send them plug bayonets for this, because look at that, they can then unlock quite a bit there. So we'll send plug bayonets just as a gesture of goodwill. Just as a gesture of goodwill here, we're trying to keep the United States weak because they could become a very powerful ally there, United States, for us. So we've got to be very careful. Quebec would be a very nice take for us there, it really would. So would Arcadia, but we don't want to leave North America to the US. So we're going to try and put our best foot forward there. We've also got Tripoli here, and that was a battle and a half there. It really was. That was a heck of a battle to keep Tripoli. We managed finally to keep and hold Tripoli against the odds here. We're going to try and take Italy for ourselves here and try and remove the Spanish threat from our lands here. We might have a massive fight on our hands with Poland, because we have had a brief or a very long protracted war with them, but we're better set this time. We've got more of our forces, an additional force, more forces within the buildings army here as well. We've got trade with them as well. What's that going to do? 26,000 here. Hopefully the trade, look at that, they're hit hard, this Mughal Empire. Hopefully the trade United States here will build up over time, and that will give us United States there, 8,000, wow. Right, let's end the turn here, let's see what comes our way. But we are going to be taking the fight to the Spanish without a shadow of a doubt. Let's end the turn. See what their response is, the Spanish. Are they going to send more forces? They're moving. Ooh. Now they're going to obviously, they're going to hit as much as they can of us here. They're moving that force up. We've got to deal with these. Oh, look at that. They're going to blockade. As I suspected, looks like we have to deal with that force. What will Poland do? Hopefully Poland will give us a little bit more breathing space. However, I'm not sure. Yeah, something's in the offing here. I don't like the look of that. We might have to reinforce the border along Poland there. Hopefully they're going to the US. That's a lot of ships. That's a lot of ships. That's a ridiculous amount of ships right there. Oh my goodness me. The navy is incredibly strong. Looks like most of them are going to the Americas, to the New World, or into the trade nodes. And I wonder what Russia will do, because they are involved in quite a fight there with Sweden. Oh, don't do it, Poland. Don't you do it. Russia? What will Russia do, I wonder? We are at peace with Russia. We did hold Moscow for a long time, but we gave it away, if you remember, to Sweden. So now they've got their hands full there trying to dislodge the Swedish forces there. That's going to be quite the fight there. But I got a feeling the Russians might just roll over the Swedes there. Sweden, what will Sweden do? They are our allies. We've helped them out innumerably. We really have helped them out massively. We've effectively given them Scandinavia, and we've given them a huge chunk of Russian territory. Because we need a strong ally as well. Hopefully that's going to prove dividends for us in the end, but I'm not 100% sure how that will actually unfold. Now we guess. Cool. Look at that. Now let's start to build up this in Corellia here. A bit of a force in Corellia, but we've got our own force there as well. Louisiana. United States. I wonder how they will progress. It'll be interesting to see how they get on. Don't you dare do it, pirates. Now, what have we lost? Not much, because our trade route... Yeah, Bristol's been blocking the water. Yeah, things are going to get pretty tough for us around here. Our main goal here is to upgrade this force here. It's going to not much, actually, it's not going to cost us very much. And to also bring into line repair this first. We can't recruit anything here just yet because we need this repaired. Now that army's at full strength here. We get this army to full strength there as well. All the armies now are at full strength, which is going to say we're actually going to move now and move against. We are going to move against. No, wait a minute. Did we actually? Look at that. 10,000 to repair it. Good grief. 10,000 to repair that. That's a scandal. We'll have to wait till we've got a bit more resources there. Now here, we're going to put craft workshop. Now where else do we have Leipzig? Here, which we are going to get rid of. We're going to put something a little bit more useful there. And as soon as the others are finished here, as soon as these are finished, we're then going to move. We're going to take Oxford and Cambridge. They can also be converted into economic buildings. We're going to get squeeze every out. Look at that. This force can be dealt with. Let's get that replenished here. Almost ready there. Almost ready. Sloops of war. Get them replenished there. They've earned the right to stay there. Look at that.
Your orders, Your Majesty.
Now we're starting to see full strength.
Lord?
This needs another regiment here, as does this army here. So we need 3 regiments. We've got 3 cannons. We need 3 regiments. Look at that. I guess some engineers, they would be battle fortifications. Poor shooters are, that's a bit of a shame. We might include some though, if they can build fortifications on the move, that would be excellent. Battlefield they build like wooden stakes. Excellent, that's at full strength now. Nothing here. There's replenishing, nothing here at all. What can we repair? Anything we can repair that can be repaired? We can take the fight to them very soon. Good grief. Oh, 10,000 for Marseille as well. We're not going to repair that because that's going to be a waste of money that is there. Right, I think it's time to be moved. General Bish, and we'll have General Ernock, Elizabeth Ernock as well, moving together to take the fight. I think what we'll do is leapfrog.
March! Gathering supplies.
This force will definitely move in against General Ernock's force. I like them to be in close proximity to one another. We can't take any risks with our armies here. I know that it seems like we're backing away here, but we can't take any risks at all. We have to strike as a coherent whole. What do we have in the trade? Do we have anything in the trade notes at all? It's Russia, Poland, Louisiana, and Russia as well. Spain, they're taking quite a bit there. If we could move into these areas, but we can't at the moment. Sorry about that, my friends. I had to take a phone call there. So as you can see now, we've got this. Hopefully now the trade will increase here. Yeah, it already has 10,000 already here from the United States. So New York really is proving vital. If we can get some money out of the United States. Very friendly now. Unfriendly. Let's see if we can sell them. Socket bayonet here. What that give them? Military academy. We're trying to help them. We don't want it to backfire upon us though. Okay, it's fair enough. They don't want to start trading any cash just yet, which is absolutely fine. That's absolutely fine. We do thankfully now have some trade with them, so we can let that sit there. We'll let the US deal and take care of itself here. Quebec would be a nice takeover, it really would. And also Montreal. And also Newfoundland. If we can get our footprint into there, that'd be wonderful. But Spain really does have a powerful presence here in the Caribbean. But thankfully we're at peace there as well with New Spain. Just want to Marana battles, excellent. No. I think we know we can take Bristol here, but at the moment we just want to build up our fleet here. We're going to try and save a little bit of a bank here as well, just in case things go sideways. Looks like the Mughal Empire, no, it hasn't got its act together there. It needs to clear whoever's blockading the Mughal Empire here, or no, blockading us, should I say. Of course, Bristol has been taken. We've got to be prepared here to move against this Spanish fleet. I think it's probably the last of the great Spanish. They got a fleet down here. What we don't want to do is unhinge our entire strategic sort of naval force. But I'm a little bit concerned about what we've got going on down here. We have hit Spain pretty hard there. I think going out to the Mughal Empire either, because this has been blockaded, but we'll just hold our nerve for the meantime. I'll have to deal with this army as well at some point. Move them out from there. What I might do is send this army here. I think here, this army here will have to deal with them. We'll send them into Le Havre and deal with it. I know we've got Lille here, but we'll have to move and take this army up. But our main target is going to be this army here in Auvergne. And ultimately this army here, and try and clear all of our flanks here of Spanish forces. In the meantime, we are hitting Spain here where it hits in Naples. So hopefully what we've gained here in Naples, how long now? 4 more turns. What have they got in here? We can probably actually assault this straight from the off. I think we'll probably do that. I think we'll assault Naples. And let's take Naples, get this battle over and done with.
Prepare for battle.
Yeah, we'll assault. We'll just obliterate this entire force here. We've got cavalry, we'll deal with all this. Yeah, we're going to take Naples immediately. Let's assault Naples. Then we can move on to Rome. That's the real crown jewel there, which we're after, is Rome. We don't have many spies, unfortunately, which is a little bit of a misstep on our part, but we'll just have to work what we've got here. We're going to take Naples and start to unhinge the Spanish grip in Italy. Oh, look at that. If we were up on here, we could absolutely blitz the Spanish, but we're going to teach them the lesson. We're going to teach them the lesson here. They've left Italy pretty well unguarded, so we're going to teach them the lesson. I think what we will do is we'll move our cavalry up here. We're going to strike with a powerful group here on the left. Now they do have mortar, which is an absolute menace, it really is. And also we'll have this powerful group here, the 37th, 38th Horse Guards on the right. We're going to teach them a lesson here, one they won't forget. Now we're going to have our guns at the very front here. We're going to absolutely put a real hole in them here. Let's get these gentlemen here. We will have an assault group moving out with the cavalry as well. But we must have a strong defence as well. Look at that garrison guards, what a wonder. I think we'll have the garrison guards, look at that. We'll have the garrison guards as our main defensive sort of stalwarts. Look at these forces here, what a joy to see the Reds of the British Army here. Now, let's get these forces along. We'll cut the road here. So effectively what we're going to do is we're just going to absolutely blitzkrieg them here. We've got a 24 pounder and two 24 pounder foot. And same for these gentlemen here as well. Perfect, absolutely perfect there, look at that. Now we're going to have the garrison guards here. We're cutting the roads, we're going to cut the road here. We're going to try and keep, I think we'll have 3 regiments, we'll put 4 regiments in defence, just in case, no, 3 regiments in defence. And we'll have 4 regiments out on attack, we're going to be very aggressive here. We're going to take Naples, and I can assure you they will regret what they've done. Now that's a defensive line there we can hold. We shall have another force, another regiment here on the left, with the 104th, 106th, 41st Foot, 107th Foot, and 105th Foot. Now these 4 regiments here are going to be used to strike against the Spanish. We're going to go out with this force here. Just set them back a little bit. We've got to be careful of that mortar, but we're going to try and hit that mortar as soon as we possibly can with the cavalry. I think we're ready to fight here. Now let's just set these gentlemen up here. Quick line will go to where? Quick line will go to here. We've also got the round shot here as well. Percussion shell, have round shot there, quick line. Let's take the fight. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that, we've absolutely evaporated them here. The general, killed the general. Oh, that's a joy to see, absolutely shattered here. We've got plenty of cavalry, there's plenty of infantry here, more than I anticipated actually. Don't tell me you're just strolling, gentlemen. Double time! Look lively, lads, look lively. Oh, what a shot. Oh, broken. francs, sir. Oh, my compliments to the chef. What a wonder. This fire support is going to prove vital. Naples will be under British control before nightfall, sir. There it is in the background. That city shall be ours. Mark my words. We've got the hill as well, so we've got the oh my goodness me, that is a wonderful sight. The finest grass. Of course they're shaken. Right into their face here. Oh, look at that. They've absolutely taken an absolute pounding there. Shrapnel shot. Double time, look, lads. Oh, they just buckled. They just absolutely buckled under this. And a wonderful assault here by the British. Just take everything. Just take everything, sir. Gentlemen, double time now. Don't give them even an inch. That's it, lads. Well done. Look at that. Yes. Got them. God, look at that. That's an absolute wonder. Fast and efficient. And absolutely ruthless. We lost 131 men. They lost the entirety of the army. That's what you're up against Spain. Carrassi is it a wonder. Look at that. 24 pounders. 117 kills. Oh, that's a joy to see. Yes. Immediately we bring them up to full spec here. bring this under our control. Looks like they're pretty happy to see us as well. Ah, now that's why we didn't move in straight away. That's going to be a different proposition. We have 24 pound, lots of cavalry, so we've got to be prepared for this. But we do have this force here that is ideal for taking down a walled city like Rome here. But they've got reinforcements here as well, and Royal Cuirassier Guards. So we're going to have to be careful here. But Rome is going to be our ultimate target. Now, before we end, we are going to be moving in here.
Sorry, sir. Sir, your orders?
Got to be careful here. This army here, if this army wasn't here, if it was further down the coast here, then we'd be able to take this army on. But I've got a feeling as soon as we move in here, they'll move this army up to rebuff General Ernuk's here force. So what we're going to do, we're just going to see what they do with Bristol there. They'll probably move away from Bristol. They'll probably move to Edinburgh, I'd imagine, if they do that. But we're trying to get these... If we get one more ship here. HMS Royal Sovereign. Want us a big chunk of money. We've got to watch what we're doing here. So we'll just end the turn. Now that we've taken Naples here, that's increased our holdings here as well. We've got a lot of naval hospitals here, which we don't really need. I think we'll try and get a trade node here if possible. We've got more than enough naval hospitals. We don't need all of these. We'll just dismantle this and put that into position there. But this is going to be our Rome's going to be our next. If we can take Rome, we'll have taken a massive chunk out of the Spanish force there. Their power here in Italy will wane greatly. Let's end the turn here, my friends. See what happens. What will Spain's response be? Ah, here we go. Here we go. That's absolutely fine. If they just want to hit... Ooh. Oh, ho, 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 ho. No, let them move into there. That's absolutely fine. Actually, what they've done is they've done the job for us. Yes, now we can move in and take. Now we know what to do. Oh, come on, Poland. You've got to be joking me. Mind you, we knew it was on the way. We knew they were on the way. There it is. There it is. They're going for Hanover. We've got to reinforce now. It's as simple as that. They're going to go for Hanover in a big way here. My goodness me. We've got to move forward. Here we go. Greece will fall. Not Greece. Patras will fall. Oh, that's ridiculous. This is absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, they'll have to Hanover. This is where they're going to try and kick us now. You watch. Yeah, they'll have to Hanover. We're moving this fleet out. Oh, they've gone for that there. And we're not at full strength either. It's going to be a difficult fight because look at the guns they've got here, but they can't bring these in. But these guns here are going to absolutely cripple us. We've got... Oh, Dresden's going to be an absolute nightmare to hold. We haven't had a chance to replenish here. They're going to kind of come in for Hanover as well in a big way. We have to start moving forces towards the border there. But we're going to end this episode here, my friends. And this is where we're going to have to try and hold Dresden. what a fight that'll be, my friends. But that's going to be for next episode. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you have, as always, my friends, please leave your comments coming down below. Any advice of what we do now with Poland? Do we give Poland Dresden if we hold it? Try and give some peace and then pull our forces back. That's what we might have to do. But I'll leave that to your decision, my friends. But until next, I hope you've enjoyed it. But whatever you're doing, please be safe. But until next time, my friends, bye for now.